Hi, I'm Paul Wilson, creator of the Body Swing and the director of the Paul Wilson Golf School at Bears Best Las Vegas. In this tip, I'm talking about how to compress your irons. So everybody wants to hit these pure iron shots. Well, in order to do that, you got to understand how to do it. So recently, I had a student come out to the range and we shot his swing from up above, and then we compared it to my swing from above. So as you watch this tip, it should become pretty clear why you are not compressing your irons. And that is great information to have, because if you know why you're not doing something, then you can work towards fixing it. All right, so hopefully you enjoy this tip. If you do, hit the like button, then click on the subscribe button, subscribe to my channel, hit the little bell so you're notified when I post new tips, and definitely tell all your friends about my tips. So many other people out there would like to hit pure irons as well, but they don't know what to do. So if they can watch this tip, just send it to them, email it to them. They'll start hitting their irons a lot better and, of course, enjoy the game a lot more. So I'm going to go through a whole bunch of things that are going to stop you from getting that nice, solid, compressed iron sound to your shots. Okay, so let's take a look at what he is doing as he comes down. So just kind of like first things first, you can see that at the same kind of point in our swings, he is starting to lose his lag angle. So I have a little more lag right here as we're coming down. So that would be one kind of area to look out for. So watch what he does right here. So he comes down, and by the time he gets literally right about there, you know, he has lost all of this lag. All right, so that is a huge problem. So watch what I'm doing. I'm coming in like this. There's my hands off of my back foot, let's say, kind of in the same spot as where he is. And you can see I have a lot more lag here. The club is now starting to release, but you still have lag at this point in your swing. So working on lag and maintaining lag is a huge part to this. All right, so I did a tip, actually a series of tips. You can find them up here. There's a little icon up there. Click on that icon. If you feel you don't have lag, then watch my Secret to Getting Lag tip series. All right, so we really need some lag in our wrists. Big key to that, loose wrists. You need your wrists loose. All right, that is one of the key pieces of getting lag. So obviously he is using his arms to hit the golf ball because he has no lag right in here. It's gone, totally gone. Okay, so that is kind of like the first power loss. Next thing he was doing is the golf club is not making direct contact. So watch what he does through impact. You will see that his golf club kind of moves like this, cutting across the ball, whereas mine is going to move more down the line here. Okay, so it's not a perfect circle. You are going to make a slight arc with your club, but you definitely don't want it cutting across the ball. So see how his club moves across the ball like this. Okay, so his ball was right in about here. He's cutting across the ball. Okay, so now let's see what I do. I'm coming in like this. It's attacking slightly from the inside. I hit the ball, and then it just gradually goes to the inside again. Okay, so my club is making more direct contact. So that would be a way to hit the irons more solidly as well. And again, that would be from turning off your arms and using your body to hit the golf ball. Okay, you don't want to be just hitting it with your arms. Okay, I am certainly not doing that. So we want to use our body. Next thing I want you to look at is where on the face is he making contact? So let's take a look right in here. You will see that he hits the toe of the club. See right there, he hits the toe. Okay, so you can see where I'm hitting it right there. I'm hitting it in the center of the face. So that too would cause you to lose power if you're not hitting the center of the face. And again, that is caused because you are trying to hit that golf ball with your arms. So we want to keep our arms turned off when we're hitting the golf ball. Now that I have this frozen on the impact frame, huge difference here. You can see that his club shaft is actually leaning behind the ball, and my club shaft is leaning ahead of the ball. So this is one of the major problems that happens when you're hitting it with your arms, especially if you have a chicken wing. If you have a chicken wing, this gets even worse. So here's the problem. All right, so his club is leaning this way, and that is adding loft to his golf club. My club is leaning this way, so I am taking loft off of my golf club. So right here, we are both hitting 7-irons. That's what it says on the bottom of our golf club. The problem is he is not hitting a 7-iron. He is, because his shaft is leaning backwards like that, he's hitting an 8-iron or even a 9.5 iron. Now, just imagine, the more you lean the club back, the more loft you add. The difference in clubs is only about 4 degrees. So it doesn't take much to change a 7-iron into an 8-iron. Well, the more you start changing the golf club, the higher your ball flight. You're not going to get that compressed sound. So with my club, because it's leaning forward, I'm going to get that piercing, compressed sound with my irons. All right, so, that is a huge problem. That is probably the number one thing that, if you're not compressing your irons, that is what is happening. So how do you get this angle right here? How do you get it leaning forward? Well, you would think that, hey, all I got to do is just lean my club forward like that. And yeah, that would help you to start to de-loft your golf club. The problem is that is an arms move. You are doing that with your arms. Remember, I'm trying to hit the golf ball with my body. Because my wrists are loose and I use my body to hit the golf ball, I get that angle. I'm not trying to get that angle. The angle occurs because I have the right fundamentals in my golf swing. The other problem with trying to lean your club like that is, how are you going to get it to lean exactly in the same spot every single time? If you make that lean a little too far forward, the face is going to open and you are going to hit pushes and push fades. If you don't do it enough, you're going to hit pulls and pull hooks. So I am just letting that club go wherever it wants to go. Because of that, I get the same angle each time, which allows me to be very consistent with the face. All right, and I know people are working on this. I get it. I don't teach people that. I get that through teaching them loose wrists and turning the body to hit the ball. All right, so that is a huge position that you need in your golf swing. So again, loose wrists, I'll take you up to the top here. Here's what I'm doing. Okay, I have set the maximum hinge angle in my wrists. Now watch my body. Okay, so here I am, I'm about to hit the top. You can see the angle's already set right there. Now I start firing my hips right here. That's what moves my arms down. Okay, my club isn't going this way. Okay, I'm not casting the golf club. I'm doing nothing with my arms here. My body is bringing my arms down. And you can see right here, I have the lag angle right here. Okay, so that is what I'm using to generate that speed and get that nice compressed sound. So my body's moving, which is bringing that down, which creates the release and gets the lean of the club. All right, so loose wrists, body. You need to hit the ball with your body. All right, so getting the angle is pretty huge. Now, one other thing I wanted to show you here is just where the club is hitting the ground. So let's kind of go back like this for a sec. I'm going to draw a line where my ball is, right here. And then I'll draw the line where his ball is, right here. Okay? So what you're going to see is he actually hits the ground a little because he's released the club back here. His club actually hits the ground a little bit behind the ball. So see how the grass is moving right here behind the ball? You can kind of see it. See the grass? Right there. Okay? Then he hits the ball. So it's actually bouncing off the ground and then hitting the ball. So I'm not doing that. I'm coming in, I'm hitting the ball. See? I hit the ball right there. It's making contact with the ball. Then my club takes the divot. All right, so I hit the ball, then the divot is taken ahead of that line right there. So again, you know, it's you get the divot due to having the right fundamentals. If you are doing a chicken wing, let's say, well, you're buckling your lead arm. So your club would not be entering the ground. So right here, if his arm looked like that, that's too short. That would not enter the ground. If you're up here and you're releasing the club back here, well, the club's not going to enter into the ground. Remember, I'm not doing that. I'm coming in. My hands right now, right there, are already pretty much even with that golf ball. Now they move ahead of the ball. See? My hands are ahead of the ball as I hit the ball. The club is descending right now. It hits the ball. Then it gets to this point right here. That is what I refer to as the release point in your swing. That is the only other point in your swing where your arms are perfectly extended. And it's about 2 feet after contact with irons and about 3 feet after contact with driver or longer clubs. So your arms wouldn't even stretch out until here with a driver, let's say. All right, so this is not the widest point of the arc right here. There is an angle between my lead arm and the shaft right there. Okay, there's an angle there. So that is not the widest point. That means my club is still descending when it hits that golf ball. That's why the divot occurs. I hit the ball, I take the divot because my arms are stretching out to this point right here. So of course there would be some lean right here because I'm not at the widest point yet. So hopefully you have now seen a whole bunch of things that are causing you to not hit solid compressed iron shots. A lot of learning this is understanding what is even happening. So this is the perfect view to show you a whole bunch of different things that could possibly go wrong. Now, what is the takeaway? The takeaway is understanding you are hitting solid compressed iron shots because you have the right fundamentals in your golf swing. Those fundamentals are setting your wrists to their maximum hinge by the time you hit the top. Right here. You need this angle at its maximum. Once you set that, you are not thinking of pulling this down. You're not doing that. You do not need to do that. All right? The way that's going to come down is by firing your lower body. Okay? You're going to use your legs and hips. So if your arms were totally relaxed, you were not trying to hit the ball in any way, you would maintain that angle. See? I'm maintaining that angle. If you used your arms, you would lose that angle. So set the wrists, fire your body, and then just let your arms or let the club release. Okay? Let it release. We're trying to get to this point right here. We don't care about impact. Impact is not the widest point. That is the widest point. All right, so hopefully you've enjoyed this and learned a little bit about what could be causing your lack of solid iron shots. Remember, up here, there is a little icon right there. If you click that, I will have some of the drills that you need to do to help you loosen up your wrists. Okay, I would suggest watching those and start working on this because, you know, once you start hitting the irons a lot more solid, you'll become consistent, and obviously you will hit the ball a lot longer, which will allow you to play better golf. I truly hope you've enjoyed this tip. You know, I've been teaching a powerful, effortless, pain-free golf swing now since 1991. If you'd like to learn this type of swing, then head on over to bodyswing.com/free samples, click the link up here or in the description below, and I'll send you some free samples of my Body Swing book and video series that take you step by step by step through how to build a powerful, effortless, pain-free golf swing. So once again, head on over to bodyswing.com/free samples, click the link up here or in the description below, and I'll send you the free samples right away.